if in fact there are ways in which to get direct payments for reparations, I want to see it. But why are we waiting around for the study? We can deal with it.
Well, they're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to wait around for the study. That's my...
Conversations about reparations being paid to former slaves and the descendants of slaves began shortly after emancipation. But in recent years, as the conversation about income inequality and specifically the racial wealth gap have gained more traction, we've seen this topic get more attention.
I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago for whom none of us currently living are responsible is a good idea. We tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation. We elected an African-American president.
One of the ways to decrease that wealth gap and income inequality between Black and white Americans, according to many activists, academics, and even lawmakers, is to move forward with reparations for the descendants of slaves.
We're asking for people to understand the pain, the violence, the brutality, the chattelness of what we went through. And of course, we're asking for harmony, reconciliation, reason to come together as Americans.
A bill for a committee to study reparations was first introduced in 1989 by former Democratic Congressman John Conyers. While multiple members of the Congressional Black Caucus have tried to keep the topic of reparations front and center, it's a largely unpopular idea. According to a July 2020 poll in the Washington Post, about 63% of Americans oppose the idea. And while President Joe Biden has expressed support for a bill to support study of reparations, he has not been very vocal about supporting the idea of reparations in itself.
If the bill came to his desk, would he sign it?
Well, it's working its way through Congress. He'd certainly support a study, but we'll see what happens through the legislative process.